Absolute tip of the hat to Coastal. Just a great run, great season for our guys. So many young players helped us. Our leadership was great. I talked to our guys about a mantra this year of go mad, make a difference, and they did. They made a difference for me. Our fans, as you could tell this year, they endeared themselves to an amazing fan, and our people behind the scenes and our leadership kept building this thing out with momentum, and I'm forever grateful for that. And that's what I told the players, that they absolutely tried to define that to the best of their ability and make a difference. But we saw a good collection of arms. To be able to play at home for 2 days and not execute or find ourselves getting in a big inning, I thought that would need to happen. I thought our pitching staff was marketably more competitive to be able to get to this stage of the season than last, but was a grind, and we wound up throwing the kitchen sink and everything at this deal. So a sincere tip of the hat to Coastal. They played in all facets very well. So we didn't get a great start yesterday, but I thought we competed the whole time, scored in 4 frames there, and having a chance. But the players gave us everything for an entire year. The coaches probably could do 2 or 3 different things. I always feel that way if we don't get the result that we want. But the guys battled hard, and this will fuel us hopefully to reset something, to try to strive for consistency. And you know, I always say, if you at this stage of the year, from my experience, I don't. It's not the best team that you're worried about. It's the hottest team, and this continues. This was a hot team coming in. This won a bunch of baseball games, and I wish Kevin Schnall and Coastal all the best in Omaha.
If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get you a microphone. Jason.
Andre, just talk about these last couple of weeks for you, how important they've been for you to kind of build something heading into the off season and into next year.
Yeah, it was definitely a good feeling to come out and compete like that against certain teams. And really the last couple teams that I faced, I really felt confident on the mound, and just being able to have a team behind my back like that was huge. And with all the fans throughout all the playoffs, that was really huge for my confidence boost as well.
Andreas, again, all you freshmen that played significant roles in this season, what does that mean to you guys going forward from here?
Yeah, it means everything. Having the confidence in your coaching staff, having the confidence in you to be able to put you out there and being able to succeed like all of our freshmen have. It's been huge for all of us.
It's just really same question for Butch. You know, the freshman contributions, the contributions you guys got from the youth this year. I mean, how big will that be for momentum's sake, you know, moving forward and heading into next year?
Yeah, they'll just develop into new roles. They'll have to lead this because they just went through it, and that experience they'll have to translate into being leaders as new pieces come in. So 1 year of people investing in them and them getting opportunities will flip to where I'll be expecting them to have a voice and use it, and you know, keep getting some guys that may be additions and add-ons, and guys coming in to do the same for them. That's how this thing's supposed to work.
Butch, 2 hard-fought games with Coastal. What makes them so challenging to prepare for and defeat?
Yeah, just consistency. I thought they were just very consistent. I thought we did a nice job with the running game. We had a lead for a lot of it, but it was just like, I was hoping that would happen for 9 frames, but it just we pitched out of bases loaded, nobody out one time, and then the next inning with a couple of runners on, and Dre just kept filling up the strike zone. I think that's what I'm the happiest about with this pitching staff, is they bought into that. You know, so last night they hit 4 home runs, and we were like 14-over-1 ratio, and we kind of pick our ways to go down. The catcher, we talked about him last night, just pretty solid. The battery, I think it starts there, and then a competitive spirit. And we only struck them out 5 times today, and they played sound. but you have to be consistent. I thought I saw the same out of them in 2 days, and really no drop off. And you know, we have more, and I like that our program, you know, doesn't make excuses. I saw Guevara right there get a hit right there in the ninth. I wish he could have been a part of this series, and Ballewed it getting this series, and Fabian fought like a warrior, and you know, was having a tough time. So it's a really solid ball club that would require us to do a little bit more force at times. It was like we were in catch-up mode yesterday, and today, once you get ahead, then you want to stay ahead, and then you just want to keep building that lead. And to their credit, even the guy that they dropped in, the lefty, the second guy today, they continued to get out of innings, and it felt like, I don't know what it is. Maybe some of you know, but it felt like 4 or 5 times the second half of the ball game they kept getting the leadoff man on, and it just, I mean, you have to keep fighting. 6 out of 9 today, and that's just a grind. And it felt like some of our stuff started with 2 outs, and we didn't get enough of those, and that's hard to rely on, the 2-out hit. But so I just thought they were out in front of the chains and converted, and I just didn't feel like we ever got settled enough for whatever reason to assert ourselves and link up a lineup. But I do know we're competing because I just kept watching our battles, but they made enough pitches and moments to not allow us to travel as a pack, like I talked about last week, and like we've done when we're the best version of ourselves.
That was right, Peter.
Butch, this season, you know, from the attendance records, you know, being said multiple times to the actual success on the field, I mean, despite coming up short, how much do you feel like this year, you know, how big do you think this year was for just the overall growth of the program?
Yeah, that's what I told them. I thought they would kind of reset, you know, our goals, but it's a tough one now. I thought Ike Irish and Cooper McMurray and those guys were supposed to play in Omaha. So if that makes me an idiot or whatever, you know, going in 19, going in 22, this is disappointing personally, and it should be. And my point is, I think it's okay. So they did an amazing job, but these things are so hard to get to in the first place. But I remember 2018, I think we should have been to another one, and probably more of that one, to tip my hat to Coastal, because I didn't think we were in this enough. We needed to win today to create a third game, but you know, I thought we could have been a third one at Florida in 18 with that in extra innings. So to answer the question, I'm thankful for these guys, and I appreciate everything they did everything to move on, because I know what 9 other World Series teams look like and what they invested. They did enough to be able to get there. But I'm not going to play the standard game or anything that people try to say, but we have enough backing, we have enough resources to where we should be knocking on this door in our fair share of time. Our season should be ending in Omaha. And I think that's what we want. I think that's what we desire. So I think that's what I should say if I believe it.
Go front right, Brian, and then Jason.
Butch, I know it's sort of been tough for you guys to handle the end of the season, plus the transfer portal opening up. What's it been like for you just dealing with all that at one time?
Yeah, you have to wait for the book. It's probably been the most unique few days of my journey in coaching. So that'd be a lot to unpack right now, to try to do the right thing for our players, try to do the right thing for trying to acquire, trying to do the right thing across the board to be a steward, trying to do a lot. So I don't even know how to get started on that question except to say it's been pretty amazing, and maybe we'll write a book together or something. You're an author. Can I co-write something with you someday?
Butch, you mentioned a bunch of these guys already, but just talk about Cooper and Ike in that group, but then Fabian and John Armstrong. That core group of guys, how valuable have they been to getting you guys back to where you were this season?
Yeah, they were kind of like the glue, where there's 2 sides and there's not a bridge. And it's easy for a coach to do that. I get paid to do that. Our other coaches get paid to do that for players in this day and time, to like, we're the bridge, we ain't going nowhere. We're absolutely going to invest in this every single day. And I don't think they regret it. And I think that'd be a great question when you get an opportunity to ask them. I think there'll be benefit for them for standing in the gap, but they did. And they built a bridge there to keep this thing and hold this thing together. And that's kind of some of mine when I went around and tried to shake every hand and hug every player there at the end was you won't ever regret this, because this is the man building stuff that we're supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be the most meaningful, that you might have to build another bridge someday, and you just got great practice because you just did it. And a job well done for every one of those guys that absolutely did that. That's what allowed us to get here, to have a chance and an opportunity to dream about advancing one more step.
Take one more in the back.
Butch, bottom of the seventh, when they hit that little dribbler that they were able to score the run on, your vantage point from there, the decision to challenge, and then what the explanation from the umpire was?
Yeah, I didn't want to take them home, and just fighting for inches. I just was challenged, try to battle everything that I possibly could, so I didn't want to take them home. And that run gave them the lead. I never wanted to secure the lead, and I just wanted to look at it. And I just wanted to stop and make sure. I thought it was close. I thought the force play at second was a glove, hit a bat and helmet, but he said transfer, and maybe so, but all those things are, for me, with the consequences of what this series means, I think that's my job, is to look at every one of those if I have one where we can make sure. And so that's why I did, because of the impact and the meaning, and just hoping something would show up maybe there. But yeah, that's all I was doing, was trying to fight for every inch and make sure where there'd be no regret walking out of here at the end of the day.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.